Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, like, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Lucimus Prime here, so it is time for another action figure unboxing and review today. And in today's video, guys, I'm going to be unboxing what is, of course, the fourth and final figure for a marathon I'm doing in figures, based on, of course, a comic book in DC's Multiverse toy line by McFarlane Toys, one of my favourite action figure companies of all time. And this figure, guys, of course, is part of a toy line which is based on the Batman comic, The Dark Knight Returns. And of course, I've already, of course, unboxed the first few figures of this marathon. And this final figure I'm going to be unboxing is, of course, none other than a figure of Superman, as he, of course, appears in the Dark Knight Returns comic. And yeah, this figure looks pretty awesome. So this box comes with the figure itself, and also two alternate hands as well, which appear to be opened up, whereas one's on the figure like clenched into fists. And there's also two pieces, of course, to build Batman's horse. I think it's the back legs, of course, and there also appears to be a card at the back as well, and down there I think is also a stand as well. So yeah, now on the spine there's, of course, the source Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, and of course Superman and the source Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. And up here there's McFarlane Toys company logo there, of course, and there's 22 moving parts. On the other spine there's DC Multiverse and Superman. On the back here shows you, of course, the parts to build Batman's horse. This figure comes with, of course, the back legs, so they're going to complete building of the horse, and there's what the horse will look like when completed. And of course down here is the other figures. I've already, of course, unboxed Joker, Robin and Batman, and now on to, of course, Superman. So when it comes to, of course, The Dark Knight Returns, as I've said before, it's one of my favourite Batman comics of all time, and I definitely really love it. And I've also seen a two-part animated movie based on a comic, which is also amazing. I definitely recommend it if you guys have not seen it. And Superman was definitely one of the best parts of it. He, of course, appeared in part 2, voiced by Mark Valley. He did a very good job voicing him. And I definitely loved his fight with Batman. Definitely, in my opinion, a really awesome fight scene, which was really cool. And of course, as well, on my desk with me, I do also have to hand the other figures I've unboxed. So, for example, not part of the marathon, but still from the same comic, of course, is my figure of Armoured Batman, which is definitely a really awesome figure. I love this. And in marathon, I, of course, unboxed my figure of the Joker. Love this costume of the Joker, really cool. And here is, of course, Robin from the comic as well, Carrie Kelly's version. And also, as well, my last unboxing in the series, of course, which was Batman, wearing, of course, his regular outfit. And I think based on his Batsuit is definitely, of course, what Zack Snyder took inspiration from when making Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. So yeah, definitely a really cool, choice in my opinion, because the Batsuits in this comic are awesome. So let's figure it open, shall we? So got some scissors now to cut the rope with, and sellotape in this box. So here we go. Let's do a sellotape first on the top. So just on the top one first. Now on the right and the left now. So there's the right. And now for the left. Okay, so let's get it open now. So here is the figure secured in the packaging, in the plastic. So alongside also hands and the pieces to go Batman's horse. And now, of course, as well, here is, of course, the background. And unfortunately, just like every DC Multiverse figure I've unboxed so far, it's got the same generic background, nothing really new. I was hoping you'd have like a background from the comic or the animated movie, but for Superman to be in front of, but sadly not. Let's get the accessories in the cardboard out now. So first things first, of course, is the stand. As expected, it's the exact same stand as every other DC Multiverse figure I've unboxed so far. Nothing new at all. Like, I was hoping to have like the Superman logo or the Dark Knight Returns logo, but sadly not. They don't make them unique at all. And here, however, on a more positive note, is the card. And the picture has the same picture of Superman as the back of the box. And it's literally a picture of a figure as well, guys. So, yeah. And which is a pretty cool pose it's in, actually. And, of course, here's a description in the data, which I'll read out. So real name, of course, is Kal-El. Adopted name is Clark Kent. Sent to Earth from the dying planet of Krypton as a baby, Kal-El was found by farmers Martha and Jonathan Kent and raised as their son Clark. As Clark grew, the radiation from Earth's yellow sun gave him enhanced senses and extraordinary powers, including super strength, super speed, and flight. Now fully grown, he uses his powers to protect his adopted world as Superman. In the near future, after the Dark Knight comes out of retirement to fight crime once again, Superman is called in by the President to reason with Batman and quell the ruckus in Gotham City. Batman, however, has no plans to stop his war on crime. What results in is an epic showdown between the two superheroes to determine the fate of the Earth. Nice. Right, let's get the accessories out now. So, let's do the small ones first. So first things first, of course, is the alternate hands, which are pretty easy to take out. Just start it, securing them. And here both are for left and right, and they're both opened up, which is pretty nice. So, yeah, you can customise. Now for the legs of Batman's horse. Let me cut the rope holding them in place. So, here is, of course, the legs, and yeah, so... I'm not sure which one is the left one or the right one. I have no idea. They are pretty similar though, so yeah. I'll find out when I of course put them on the figure. And now for the figure of Superman himself. So let me cut the rope holding the figure in place. It appears to be only, of course, on the torso part. There's no like on the arms or the legs holding the figure in place. So yeah, should be easy to take out. Yeah, that was definitely easy. And now, guys, of course, at long last, of course, because I waited a while to unbox this, here is the figure. Oh, this figure looks really great, doesn't it? Wow. They did a really great job recreating how Superman appears in the comic and animated movie. Now, the only gripe I have with his figure, while it is well designed, is that unfortunately, he doesn't have the yellow S symbol on his cape like he does in the movie, or the comic even, so it's disappointing that it's not there, sadly. So, bit of a shame. Other than that, though, it's definitely a very, well-designed figure that looks like how he appears in the comic and animated movie. Very good. And the comic itself did a great job making him look like his comic counterpart, of course, as well. So it's definitely a very good likeness. In terms of portability, arms can go 360 degrees on the right arm and thing on the left one as well. Yep. As for the legs, they can move forwards too, like this, and to the back a bit as well, but not too much, though. Not as much as the arms. Knees, however, can fold pretty well, though, or very well posable. And also as well, I think also the right arm's elbow can fold too. And how about the left one as well? Let's see. Can it do it? Yes, it can. Awesome. Head, I think, can also move left and right as well, but it's quite well secured. What it can go 360 degrees if you want it to as well, which is great. But I've got to be careful, though. I don't want to go too far when pulling in the head around, because I don't want to break it. Other than that, it's definitely, a really great figure of Superman. And arms can also go to a side too, like this, which is pretty nice. And I think also legs can also go to a side too, like this. Nice. Pretty cool, that, yeah. Definitely, a great figure of Superman, of course. And Superman was one of my favourite parts of animated movie when I saw it. And yeah, definitely, a very cool figure of him. And this also means I can also act out the fight scene between him and Batman in the movie. So, yeah, here we go. Definitely, one of the best, DC fights I've seen in a long while, in my opinion. Now, I know you guys are also probably going to be here for seeing what Batman's horse will look like when completed. So, I do have it here ready to be finished. So, yeah. Now, I have no idea which leg goes on which now. So, let's see. I have no idea, which one is a front or a back either. So, yeah, there's that too. Okay. Thinking maybe goes like this, maybe. There we go. So that's one leg put on. It seems okay. Let's try the other one. There we go. So now, guys, of course, Batman's horse is completed and looks really good, doesn't it? Yeah, really good. Nice. So This now means I can put my Batman figure on the horse now to ride like he does, of course, in the comic and movie, and gives a really amazing speech. One of my favourite Batman speeches of all time, ever. So yeah, definitely did a great job. They definitely did a great job making the figure of Batman's horse. So yeah, yeah, it's definitely really good, this. And I'm so glad to have finally completed this marathon of the figures. So yeah, and this is definitely, you know, a great figure to wrap things up with, of course, being Man of Steel himself, Superman. So yeah. So guys, this is me doing my unboxing of a Dark Knight Returns figure of Superman from the DC Multiverse toy line by McFarlane Toys. So you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to let me know in the comments what you guys think of this figure of Superman. If you have a little in the comments below what you think. If you know I'm guessing, I'd recommend it if you love Dark Knight Returns comic or animated movie, or Superman as a character, or McFarlane Toys, DC figures in general. It's must-have figure in my opinion. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe for videos coming in the future. If you'd like to be a member, you can restore it using a piece of ladder or your little description. And up, and away.